Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings today. It is Tuesday, the 24th day of the month of Juno, and it's a new moon. So, and it's hot where I am. We're in the middle of a heat wave in Toronto. So we are going to see what reading wants to come through today, what message wants to come through today for whoever this message is for and for whenever you find this video. So let's get started. I'm using the birch runes, the Elderfruth Archon birch. What message wants to come through today? That one practically jumped into my hand. That's interesting. Oh, neat. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's move this in the middle. Middle. That. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's good. La la la. Laying down the reading. How are you? Rare times. Rare times. And you know, I always end up throwing down one on top and one on the bottom, so let me just do that preemptively. Because, just so we can have that. Okay, yeah. So, your central issue, for those of you for whom this message is, that wants to come through today, for whenever you find this reading, your central issue today is Thurzaz reverse. Thurzaz is the rune of the thorn, the giant, the gateway. It is the rune of the challenge, and it is reversed in its spot. So this is not just any old challenge that you can just psych yourself up and go through. This is a very difficult challenge that it's kind of like meeting a thorn wall. So it's sort of an impossible challenge, but it's on your path, so it's yours. And it's something you just need to get over somehow, because you're not going to get through it like it was a door. It's basically, it's thorns. So you have to find a way around it that you're going to minimize getting scratched by thorns, basically. It's an impossible challenge. It's like it feels like an impossible challenge. It's very, very tricky, very, very stabby. And it's something that it's going to take, because reversals are also inner, this is something that you're going to have to move through an inner door with. You're going to have to basically step into one of those, you know, when you have the dreams where there's an extra room in your house and you've never seen it before? This is where you're going to have to go. There's going to be a new room that's going to open up within you that you're going to step into as a part of getting through this. What led up to this? We have Laguz, which is the rune of the water. It's emotion, intuition, heart, and flow. So you've basically just been flowing along, just basically riding the crest of emotion, whatever. Like, it's all the things. You've been following your intuition. You've been letting your heart lead, and it's all good. Like, you know, you've been acknowledging your emotions, recognizing that it's a river that flows, and you've gotten yourself to this point where you're facing a thorn wall and you're just perplexed of how you're going to get around it. What is going to help is you're going to have to do this yourself. This is going to be something that you're going to be able to support yourself through it. You're going to be able to protect yourself through it, and you're going to be able to stand up and get through it yourself. This is going to be something that it's yours, and you're going to be the one who gets over it. It's not something you're going to be looking outside for support and protection from. It's the only way you're going to be able to do this is to stand up and say, I'm going to do this. And that's why I was saying, is in terms of this being with the reversal also demonstrating inner, this is going to be something where you're going to be able to, and you're going to have to find it within yourself, what you're going to need to get through this. And this is going to be really good for you, because you're going to be finding it in yourself, and this is going to be really good for your self-esteem, because this is something that you're going to feel really good about getting through, and you're going to feel boosted and bolstered with your confidence for being able to get through once you do get through it. What's going to help with that is you're going to be able to take in hand actively the things around you, and that's going to be a bit difficult because you're coming from a place that's very yin. You're coming from a very yin stance where you're like water, you're flowing through the things. You're basically adapting to the shape of things, and you're flowing between things, and you're allowing things to be as they are and just sort of flowing between them. But this is going to require some serious yang. We have Ingvaz, which is Ing's rune. Ing is another name for Frey. Frey's the fertility god. I read this as active creation. So you're going to be actually taking things in hand. It's going to be like a puzzle game, where you actually look at what there is around you and you're like, how can I move this all so that I can get past this thorn wall? It's going to be like a test. You can see it as a game. It's kind of like a puzzle game. I said something really funny about puzzle games the other day, and I'm trying to remember what it was, but anyway, just basically how, in theory, I like puzzle games, but I also like to not feel like I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, but this is in life. This is like a life thing that's come up, this challenge. And you're going to get through it, and you're going to do it really, really well, and you're going to feel really proud of yourself, and it's going to boost your confidence and self-esteem. And the way you're going to do this is by taking things in hand. You have all you need to get through it. You have it all at hand. And you're going to use what you have to control what you can and to shape what you need to get past this thorn wall. And so it's all around you. What you need is around you. Trust to luck, but don't forget to put your nuts out. And it's going to be one of those things where you're going to use what you have at hand to get through this. And you absolutely can do this. But it's going to be a challenge, and it's going to be it's going to feel like an impossible challenge, but it's something you're going to be thinking outside of the box, to use an expression, to get through. And it's going to be you. It's going to be, nobody else is going to help you with this. You're going to be doing this, and you can do this, and what you need is all around you. So take it in hand. Don't be shy to do that, and just do what you need to do to get through it. You can do this. What isn't going to help is, oh my gosh, excuse me. What isn't going to help? We have Nauthiz, which is the rune of need. It's going to feel pretty frantic for you to get past this. You're going to feel really, really worried about the needs, the time constraints, the needs, all of that, because we're coming from a state of flow. Just very yin, just very flowy, and acknowledging your emotions, following heart, letting heart lead, which is always a good idea. But I do see that there's going to be a little bit of not just heart involved getting over this, and intuition and all of that. But you're just you're going to come into focus, grab the things that are around you and work with them to get yourself over this thorn wall. But you actually are coming from oops, I didn't mean to tiddlywink that. You're coming from a place of where you're actually coming from some flow, just some yin flow. And this is, you really feel like you need to get past this, and it's stressing you out that you can't just flow past this because it's thorns at you, because that's your comfort zone. So we have Nauthiz, which is the rune of need, and we have Othala, which is the rune of home and the homeland, which references your comfort zone, safety, security, etc. And these are both upright in the lower line, so they're worries about those things. You are worried about, that you have these needs, and you don't know. You're worried about taking care of these, and you were in this state of comfort, and now you're not going to be because you've got these thorns to get by. So once again, if these are dragging you down, what else could this mean? What else could that be? I think there's also that sense of, because I was saying, it's see it as a game, see it as a puzzle, because if you see it as a need, then you get frantic, because it's I see this as something as I need to do this, and it's stressing me out. And same as, if you want to just sort of, stick with what's comfortable, that's actually also not going to help you in this particular case. This is the test that has been presented to you, and so you can see it as a game or a puzzle, and just basically, that, I know, and I think you might maybe not know, but also part of you knows, and the runes know that you can get through this. And the way it's going to happen is stand up for yourself in this, and stand up and say, no, I can take this in hand. I can do this. I can figure this out. And you're going to, because the very next step is that you're through it and you're galloping again. It's interesting because we're coming from a very yin place where you're just flowing. letting heart lead, which is great, and letting, acknowledging emotions and letting intuition lead. But when you get to the other side of this, it's changed a little bit, because you're not just, obviously we don't have two lagus in the set, but it's changed also in that, yes, you are moving forward again. You're galloping. You're just flying forward. But there's a cooperation happening. This is Evaz, it's the horse. And this has to do with movement and also spirit. So you're letting the spirit carry you, but there is that speed, and incorporated in Evaz and inherent in Evaz is a sense of cooperation, because it's you and the horse, basically. So you've basically, you're not just letting yourself flow and be flowed. You're actually in cooperation with spirit, which is carrying you, whatever spirit is for you. But you are working together now. It's not just letting things flow as they will. It's moving forward swiftly, and often you're going to be moving as water and letting things flow as they will. But you know that when you hit a thorn wall, this is something you can jump with that horse. So that is the message that wanted to come through today. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.